So everyone's just at the dinner table, right? And it's like an Easter dinner for everyone else. They're just having a casual Easter dinner, but for me and my body, it's a life or death situation. I consciously know I'm not gonna die at all. I consciously know it's fine, but my body and my subconscious takes over, and I'm like fighting for my life and my body. The only way I can describe it to people who have not felt this is, so we're at the dinner table and there's a tiger beside me that's going to kill me, that's going to eat me, and I gotta keep a conversation going with a tiger, just chilling there. So yeah, I don't know, I'm getting more comfortable talking a bit about the PTSD symptoms. It's complex PTSD, so I have like a million triggers. So but I have trauma from the trauma responses, like from having the PTSD symptoms. I have trauma from the symptoms. I didn't know that's what it was until more recently, like the validation of it being, oh, okay, this is literally complex PTSD. This is trauma. This makes so much sense. This is why when I tried to do therapy for social anxiety, it never worked. When I tried to do talk therapy, when I tried to do cognitive behavioral therapy, like it never worked because it's literally like in my body's fucking traumatized. And no matter what I do with my brain and try to like convince my thoughts things are okay, the trauma's in my body. So I do somatic experiencing therapy now, which is trauma therapy, which makes total sense. It makes total sense. And all the other shit was like, it actually makes no sense to have tried to solve this issue using mental stuff. It's like I have to get out of my mind. I have so many mental compulsions and things. Like my OCD is because of trauma and a way to cope and manage a volatile environment, stressful just situations and stuff. Like the OCD was like a way to try to prevent bad things from happening. So the more I work with my mind, the less it helps. It kind of just reinforces it. Besides changing my beliefs and educating myself. So gaining knowledge, that's where I work with my mind. But to fix the trauma responses and the insane anxiety and fear that I get through my mind, like, does not work, and it reinforces it. So I'm fighting for my life at the dinner table. And then because I got criticized and attacked for having the issues when I was younger, because like I got in trouble and attacked for then having an anxiety problem, for having chronic anxiety, because I don't see anxiety as the problem anymore. Like that also reinforced it, was to see all of my symptoms and my fear as wrong and bad. So when I changed my beliefs about the anxiety and the fear and the stuff that I experience in my body, and I stopped seeing it as bad, like that I can finally shift it and let it be when I stop suppressing it, like by thinking it's wrong and bad. So I have this double trauma thing where it's just like hard to then have the symptoms show in social situations. So it's like, internally I'm fighting for my life. It's like the tiger's gonna eat me. I'm like trying to keep up with the social situation, the interaction. Like then I have this fear of my body taking over, like dissociating. It's like I am at times dissociating and then trying to like keep up. And I'm like I have these like, I can't control it. Like it's like a flinch in my body. I literally do like kind of flinch sometimes when like I'm jumpy. Like when someone just asks me a question or something, it's like, it's an internal flinch, but I think I've had actual physical, like, or my eyes just like dart, and I can't control it. And then I'm embarrassed by that I want to hide it. Like then I don't want to bring attention to myself or be weird, or like, then I have felt so wrong. My beliefs have changed, but for so many years, I'm 30 years old now, I have felt so wrong for being this way. And then it's like, I don't want to offend people. It's like, I could not help it. And I tried to like hide my facial expressions too, because like my body's interpreting things as like attacks, and it's not. I'll consciously know it's not, but then it's like, I don't want them to think that I'm offended by what they did, because I know that they did nothing wrong, but my body just like reacts. It's just a whole fuckery of a thing to like manage, and I don't need to manage it. Like, it's becoming more safe to just risk being perceived in a way that I don't really wish myself to be perceived as just whatever. A lot of people just don't understand it, and they just don't understand it too. Like in the past, when I've been honest at times, it's like the whole, why are you not happy? They're just like confused that I'm anxious, or it's like, don't be anxious. Like, there's times I haven't said anything and people have picked up on it, and it's like, oh, you don't have to be nervous. Like, what? So unfortunately that reinforces it, because the like, don't be nervous, or you don't have to be nervous. Like, I've had to fully validate myself to be like, no, I should be nervous. This body has been through so much shit, so much chaotic shit, that it's tried to manage. And as like a young child, for emotional survival needs, I had to manage the shit. I had to manage someone like verbally abusing me and emotionally and psychologically abusing me. It was like too much for a child to take. It was like, if I can lessen it, it was just like too much for my system to handle. And yeah, I took on a whole identity and belief system that I'm a worthless piece of shit, that I don't believe that anymore. But when you're surrounded by so much criticism, and it's literal actual brainwashing. I've looked into how people get brainwashed by cults and stuff. It like makes no sense to some of the things that the person's saying. Like, it makes no logical sense. It'll be full-fledged adults that have spent like their whole life up until then not having fucked up beliefs or whatever. And then it's because they're isolated by that person, whatever. So when you're in your house, like it's just like you're exposed to this like daily and constantly, you can't not just, I would have defied the laws of biology, human existence, and brain function. Like, if I were to not get brainwashed in the way that, like, I don't know. Yeah, for me internally, it was like the worthless stuff. And then I had Christianity traumatized me, and I thought, like, finally have overcome this belief deep down inside that I am evil and I have to control myself, because it's just the indoctrination of it all with the Christian bullshit, where it's like, you're literally born a sinner. Like, you're born bad and a sinner, and you have to just repent for the rest of your life, I guess, because like Jesus died for your sins. And so he died. Like, it makes no fucking sense. It's so fucking stupid. I don't care anymore to like offend people that practice that religion. I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the religion itself and the doctrine of it all, okay? The ideology. Anyways, my beliefs have changed, but my body hasn't caught up yet, and it still fights for its life at times when I'm just having a dinner. And so it's just like, this video is for the people that experience this, because it is a fucking solitary, intense thing a lot of the time. Because it's also just, it's protecting yourself to not say or talk about it, depending on the people you're around, if they're going to get it or not, if they're going to make it worse, or they're going to be able to handle it. Because I think people get scared and freaked out if you feel out of control, and then it maybe puts pressure on them. If you just, it's just like, it doesn't feel safe for me to be vulnerable. I'm learning that it is safe. It's okay. And I also can handle my own self, but like, I'm tired of hiding, feeling like, I don't know, I just want to take a sec. I just want to go nonverbal, I guess, and not have to control too, and over explain and like announce that I'm not going to be as talkative or whatever, which, I was able to do. At the Easter dinner, I was finally able to however long, like, calm down to my version of calm, which isn't actually calm, but I was so triggered by my own self being quiet because it wasn't accepted to be this traumatized version of myself that I couldn't even control. So I would just like do trauma responses. Out of the trauma responses, I'd be internally fighting for my life and trying to cope with that and feeling so distressed. But then it was like, I can't let this be my way of being. I can't not be like happy, outgoing, talkative Alyssa. So then I would purposely I would abandon myself, my true self, and what I actually needed, and my own comfort. And I would, to make everyone else like not feel uncomfortable whatsoever. Because yeah, it's just people, if it's like you don't seem okay, people can get awkward by that. And then it can become a bigger deal than it is. It's like, I just literally need people to be okay that I am not okay, and I dissociate at times. Like, I don't need them to fucking do anything to fix it. Like, I know what to do. I just need to be able to space the fuck out, to just like have a moment. I became more okay with risking that happening. It didn't really happen. My big fear was just like having a really big fear response to where like I literally can't talk for a bit, and I'm like, in this, I was still able to keep up with the combo and stuff. It's just a lot more difficult. And then I've been annoyed at people's perception of that. When I had this job and my manager asked if I smoked weed because I couldn't remember things, and it was like a traumatized person doing a job where, yeah, your memory's like not there half the time because when you're in fight or flight mode, you can't retain information. So I just felt embarrassed when people would think things of me, or there was a different job that I just wasn't good. A lot of jobs I just like wasn't good enough. I was just like getting flack for going too slow always and not doing the job good enough. I've been healing so much shit. Like, I've healed so much, but I'm not done yet. My body's still trying to heal, and it hasn't felt okay yet, not doing anything. I don't sleep properly. It's not conscious. It's just like I can't control it. It's like my body feels like it needs to sort of sleep with one eye open kind of feeling. So I get this half sleep, and then the other night, like, finally, it's like after days to or weeks of just like having this kind of half sleep, some point in the early hours of the morning, like I just felt a click almost in my breath, like my body just finally collapsed, and then I like got into real sleep instead of fighting imaginary battles in my sleep. But that didn't really happen last night. I had a doctor's phone call appointment this morning, and doctors trigger me, even though my doctor's super nice and awesome. But I couldn't control my brain having to like replay what the interaction was going to be like, and plan my words and plan my sentence, and replay it, like just anticipate, worried that he's going to think I'm lying or something, or just, worried of like a narcissistic person type of reaction that I would get in the past, just asking someone for something, just like asking a question. It's like, wow, why would you even ask that? It's like my body is learning that's not going to happen. But also, if that happens, I want to not fucking be so triggered by that. If someone is unhinged, I'm not going to die, right? Like, I'm not a child trying to get my needs met and survive. Like, I'm not at all going to die. I consciously know this, and I believe this. And in a lot of ways, I've been able to be pretty bold and have, like, my boundaries are so different now. Like, I actually have boundaries, and I don't feel like such an icky, horrible, asshole, bad person when I make boundaries. I have icky feelings in my body still sometimes, but I consciously know and believe I just feel that way in my body. I feel these like really uncomfortable, like icky feelings, but I don't actually believe that I'm a bad person. It's like, yeah, trauma bond stuff is really wild, and I want to talk about that, specifically talk about trauma bonds and why someone could have just like abused you really intensely, but you still love them and you don't ever want to be rude or mean to them, or you have a really hard time just like allowing yourself to be angry at that person. And it can be this mixed message thing almost to them, because it's like 1 second you're okay and I guess your brain blocks it all out, and the other second you're just like not okay. You're like, oh my god, I can't go anywhere near this fucking person. Anyways, that's a whole thing. But that's the video for now. Okay.